G'day everyone, welcome to the very last episode of Making Your Lures. Now I got a little distracted with this series, obviously because restrictions got lifted. I got stuck right back into fishing again. I haven't made any lures for a little while. So the very last one is this one here. I simplified the design a little bit. This is sort of the easier way to go about it. This is a 3-section top water wake bait. So I'm going to make another cod lure, another top water lure. All of them were top water lures actually were suggested, which is seems to be the popular way to go. So I'm going to have fun making this one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll get stuck into this build. Let's make the very last one, guys. Also, one more thing. Stick around to the end of this video. I have a little bit of a something for you guys, hopefully, which you will enjoy. So make sure you watch it to the end, guys. Let's get stuck into it. Okay, so as before, I have cut out the shapes for my stencils here for the wake bait and the top profile. Okay, so just as a basic shape, I'm going with the exact thickness of this wood here. So it's going to be quite narrow profile, but deep here. So I'm hoping that I can weight it close to the bottom so it pulls the hooks down, sits nice and level. I want the back to just be breaching the surface, if only just. And that's pretty much it. So I'm making 2 of the same lure here. Get to measure up some stuff and get it sorted. So that's pretty much it at this point. Lens is there. Lens there. Just cut the base blocks out. Got a couple of them now. Okay, it's got the squared off block shapes. I've marked a couple of spots where I'm going to put the joins on one of them, so I'm going to probably replicate that on the other side as well. And that'll be that. They're looking fairly much the same in terms of the profile shape, so pretty happy with that. I'm actually not too bad now at replicating the same shape, so yeah, it's getting better. But yeah, of course I'm not really making these for selling or anything like that. It's just a bit of fun. So yeah, looking good. There's your sections there. Rightio, so I'm at this stage now. I've got a bit of a basic shape going on. Like I said, it's fairly flat profile. Staying with a fairly large leading piece, I believe that might give it some stability when it's moving through the water, and the other parts will just trail. Now, new addition to the toolbox, or the workbench I should say, is this little adjustable Stanley vise here, $50 from Bunnings. Cannot complain there, pretty happy with that. So this jabby mount is crap. Now it's starting to wear out a little bit. Let's see if I can position you guys here, stay right there. Right. What's good about this vise is it's very gentle, soft jaws. Just have to do that. And it's also got an adjustable arm here, so if I could just, I'll just have to undo it. Yeah, and I can move this around, however I want when I'm shaping lures or when I'm doing stuff like that. So very cool. Not looking too bad now. Bit of hook weight on there, that should help it. But yeah, that's pretty much the shebang. Righty-o. Nearly fell over. I'm going to whack some hardware on this lure, on this wakebait. I'm going to test it out. This is a non-jointed Daiwa D-arm turned into a keyring. I've got probably half a dozen of these now because I've broken that many lures recently. So, got to run the bath and then test it out with some hardware. Actually, I'll run the bath while I'm putting hardware on. So. Right. So that bath is running. I'll put some hardware on this thing. Bear with me while I switch some lights on. There you go. Well, you can hear the bath running in the background. Just going to whack this in. I've got a hook eye on the front of the head here. Now it is a bit short and I don't think it's going to need a hook on this point. So that might change later because it is still quite a short lure. I could probably get away with 2 hooks, but I wanted to try a 3 treble setup thing, but I don't think it's going to work for this one just because I reckon the hooks are going to get tangled in that spot. So I'm going to leave it as a 2 hooker for now. You can just see the hook eye there. We'll see how it swims with that. Alrighty. Yeah, very light, as I suspected. We can get some weight in there. Okay, so I weight tested this lure and I have run out of space and wood where I can put weight. So, yeah, pretty shit really, but you get that. You know, you learn these things as you go along. I've been pretty lucky with the designs that I've made that have worked. I've based them off lures that I have already or I've done. This is something I've just drawn up from completely from scratch. No other experience in that at all. So, you know, there's no shape that I'm going off. I've just literally drawn a shape and went, I'm going to try and turn this into this. And it didn't work. So, you know, that's the only way you learn what works and what doesn't, is to fail. And I have failed miserably this time. So, yeah, you get that. I'll have to go back to the drawing board and see what I can come up with and yeah, make a lure that actually does what it's supposed to do. Okay. It sits well, it floats well, it has no action. What can I do? Okay, so that was a really good learning experience, I must say. Doing these lures has been a lot of fun. I learned a few different things about, you know, lure making in general, with regards to painting and clear coating, and there's a whole mess of things that go on with it. It's really interesting. So funnily enough, my lure making got worse as time went on, but yeah, it obviously comes with trying new things and doing stuff. So the surface 3-section surface wakebait didn't really work out for me. I tried a few different things to get the action going with this lure, but it didn't really work out. So, you know, lessons learned. You never ever don't take anything, don't pay attention to too much of the negatives of it, but where negatives are, positives comes from that. So I've got a few ideas of what I want to do next time I try to make a wakebait. So we'll see how we do with that. As well as that, I'll probably change the medium material as well. So instead of balsa, it'll probably be pine or some sort of hardwood, I would imagine. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, as I said, a learning experience. So instead of these ones, I made a crankbait with pine. First one of these I've made out of pine. I made it a similar shape to, your usual, flat-sided crankbaits that you see. It swims good. However, it is more of a suspending lure. So I reckon yellow belly would be really good to target on this one. It's got size 2 VMC hooks. I'll put decoy light gauge 30-pound rings on it, which are, plenty good for, small cod fishing, small water cod fishing, or yellow belly, as I said before. So perfect snack size cod lure, or good yellow belly lure. So this would work well, I reckon, in impoundments along points and stuff like that, when you're trying to get it down into that mid water column, and suspended in the fish's face. And yeah, kind of inspired by the Yamami paint scheme on Daiwa DR minnows, which is pretty cool. So that's the paint there, looking all right. First lure, obviously, was the little surface walker, inspired by Harry Wilson. So Harry, thank you very much for your kind inspiration and input when it came to that story on Instagram there. I really appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is send this lure out to you, mate. This is the best working one, so I figured this one would be best for you to have. So that's yours, mate. By the time you're watching this, you've probably already got it, or it's in the mail still with a couple of days left to go. Nick Rico, that was your inspiration on the top water paddler. This is also the best working one. The finish on it isn't as good as the other white one there, but I'd rather give you the better looking one, the better working one than the better looking one. So hopefully, you can catch some cod on this. I'm not too sure how long it'll last, because it is balsa. Okay, so don't kill me if it lasts only a few times. But yeah, all good, man. Really, really happy for that. And last one is the crankbait, which should have been this 3-section wakebait. This was inspired by Shaney D from Goodoo Gang. Thank you very much for your kind inspiration again, mate. Really appreciate it. So these are out in the post for you guys. Thanks for putting your input in and helping me out on the channel. Give me something to do while we're in lockdown. Now we're back in lockdown again now, as I'm making this video, the end of it. So I won't prattle on too much longer. Reason why I asked you to wait till the end of the video is so you would see this. If you like this sort of thing and you want to get involved with this stuff, I do story stuff like that every now and then on Instagram. But if you've got any ideas at all, leave them down in the comments, guys. I need ideas. There's not much fishing I can do in my local area, apart from some bait fishing around local dams, around the Yarra River area and stuff like that, which is a little bit further away from me. So it's a little bit of a risk even going to Yarra at this point in time. So yeah, I will be getting some fishing content up soon. So keep tuned in for that. If you like the video, subscribe. If you want to put a thumbs up on it, please do so. As I said, leave comments down below. And we'll catch you in the next video, guys. Thanks so much. Hope you enjoyed the series. Just keep flicking.